Good morning. Welcome back. How's everyone doing this morning? What the hell? Oh, that's why. Yeah, I try to copy Dr. Disrespect, James. I love Dr. Disrespect's live streams. I think he's probably one of the best streamers. He's just so fun to watch, in my opinion. I appreciate that, 60. Any hangover present? No. I just woke up a little late this morning. No hangover, though. I feel good. AMD upgrade? Oh, really? I didn't see that. I got to look at that. First Ultra. I was actually away during Ultra here in Miami. I didn't want to. I actually sort of. Everyone that lives here is like, get out of Miami for that weekend. So I went to. That's when I went to Colorado. I was in Colorado for Music Week, so I wasn't here for that. But I heard it was a disaster, as I think we'd all expect. Green or red apples? We'll see what happens. Sankofa. Yesterday was really nice to the upside. You know, we talked about it in the live stream yesterday. We said, let's look for upside. There's some nice demand holds out there. Really nice upside push on the tech once again. So nice upside there. Yeah, I'm sort of surprised Ultra's still around too, but people still love the music. I mean, I like some of the music. I'm more of like a chill house type of guy, like a Rufus type of music is sort of what I like. The crazy house, the crazy dubstep stuff, I really can't get behind, but that chill house I really like. So I would go for that just to listen to that, but not for all the other activities that go on. Really not into that. Yeah, the Tesla or the Tesla bull flag Ponzi. It looks good. Definitely. It looks good. Yeah, GDP 30 minutes. Absolutely. That's a big one. Just going through the comments, seeing what you guys are saying this morning. Welcome back, everyone. Disco House. Disco and House is my jam, man. I love me some disco and I love me some house. Chef, member for 7 months. This is the best investment support I've ever made in my life. Vince, once again, you changed my structure in trading forever. Thank you, and hit the like button, people. Thank you, Chef. I really hope to meet you one day, Chef. I'm telling you, it's been a pleasure having you here. I appreciate that, my friend. Did I close out my Netflix put? No. I'm gonna take a loss on that. It's right here. I can show you everything. I really don't care. I'm down on Netflix. It's gonna be a loss. Whatever. The thing I talked about, I don't know if I talked about it here on the live stream yesterday, but I take swing trades with, small amounts, and I scalp around them. I know that I can make money scalping the move of the day. So if I take a swing trade, I'm pretty much always net positive a lot of the times, right? Unless I'm red on the day scalping and I'm red on the swing trade, then it's a double whammy. But yeah, small swing trades, always can scalp around them if I'm wrong. reggae music. It's always good. I love funk. Yeah, I do like funk. Been in the Discord since the beginning and the streams since there was only 70 people here. Ricardo, what's up, man? I remember. All right, let's get started. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for being here again. Thanks for stopping into the live streams. Yesterday, nice upside move. Some really nice technical setups that we talked about yesterday that worked out clean. And let's see if we can get another clean setup today. The key yesterday, which we talked about in the morning, was the 12,850 retest. You guys remember that 12,850 we talked about? That 12,850 level was a break and retest for the ages. I mean, it was very clean. And after holding that 12,850, we continued higher. I actually rewatched the live stream that we did yesterday just to see like what we talked about. I sometimes rewatch our live streams, and that 12,850 break and retest was absolutely perfect. So congratulations if anyone caught that 12,850 retest on the NASDAQ. That's really what set up the move yesterday. After breaking it, pulling back to it, holding it intraday, seeing that curl off that 850 level on the NQ, it was absolutely perfect. And from that point on, it was just upside. So really nice stuff. Really nice stuff yesterday. Let's go ahead and see what we can get today. Of course, today we have GDP, which could change some things up. So that's always that is always the a big event, right? We have to make sure we pay attention to economic news. So here it is on the calendar. GDP 8:30, just in about 23 minutes. We'll see that number come out. The expectation is 2.7. We also have jobless claims at that same time. So let's see what happens here. After jobless claims and GDP, we have some Fed president speaking today. Don't know how important this is, but we definitely will sort of monitor at 12:45, 1 o'clock to get an idea. And then tomorrow we got some personal income, personal spending, PCE as well. All right, so first things first is the 8:30 event, GDP and jobless claims. Benjamin, thank you for everything. This stuff takes a lot of energy on your part. It's appreciated. I appreciate that, Benjamin. Yeah, I mean, I think, I think most people appreciate it, Benjamin, like you. So I appreciate that. It does take a lot of energy to, be here every single morning. So, but it's my job, right? I still want to have a job. My goal is not to be a trader that just fucks off all day. And sorry about the curse word, but I'm still at the point in my life where I like to work, right? I want to be busy. I want to be doing things. I want to be building something. So I enjoy it, right? I enjoy this. This is, I love to do these live streams. So I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't like it. Trust me. So back to the calendar today. Apple break and retest on the 4-hour. This looks sick. This is a really nice break and retest on Apple. If you guys caught this one, very clean. Tesla bull flag. Really nice stuff here. AMD 96 pullback is what I'm looking for today. Nvidia 276 retest. Something else I'm looking for today. Amazon. That Amazon 9750 demand we talked about yesterday held perfectly. Really strong move on Amazon off that 9750. Break and retest of 99. This was a very clean move yesterday on Amazon. Congrats if you guys caught this one. That was straight from the live stream. And then we're going to keep an eye on Meta 208 today. And then this morning, Microsoft is breaking the channel. Did I spell that wrong? I don't think so. Microsoft breaking the upside channel. And this could be interesting as well. So some really nice setups out there today. Some strong movements on the NQ. Obviously, a big pre-market. We definitely want to see some pullbacks, right? We want to see some retests. We want to get some confirmation. We don't want to just be chasing out of the gates. So let's look for those pullbacks. Let's look for those retests. Let's look for those actual trade entries today. And I'm going to help you set up some trades here right now. So let's do it. Before we do that, I figured I would just once again try to influence someone to invest in their long-term portfolio. If I could get one more person to start investing for their future, I've done my job. and I just want to show you guys some proof that dollar cost averaging into your long term, no matter what the market is doing, has worked for the last 30 years plus, and I don't think it's going to change in the future. Personally, I don't know. It could be wrong. Market could go to zero. We could all be, we could all be under the control of China in 10 years. I have no idea. But for now, dollar cost averaging into the stock market has done nothing but good things for me. This is my year-to-date return on the market. 30% year-to-date, up $12,000. This is my equity curve throughout this year. Up 88% on Nvidia, 78% on Tesla, 50% on AMD. The only reasons I'm up this much on these stocks is because I was buying them during the downside, right? I was dollar cost averaging all last year. Every single week of last year, I was buying stocks in anticipation that in 30 years, these stocks will be higher. Short term makes no difference, right? Here's my all-time return. If I go to holdings, I'm up $2,800 on this long-term, 5%. Doesn't seem like a lot right now because I was buying as we were dropping the entire year, but I can promise you I have some really good averages on some stocks, right? I have AMD at 88. I have Nvidia at 192, right? Netflix at 309. Apple at 153. I have some that are still a little bit red because I've been continuing to buy them. But this dollar cost averaging, this is my equity curve since I started this portfolio. I started this portfolio at the exact top of the market. I started to buy stocks on November 3rd of 2021. If I go back to the NASDAQ, November 3rd of 2021 is right here. I started buying stocks right here. Right there, right? That's where I started to purchase stocks. And I am up 90% on, let me go back to that. Year to all time, I'm up 72% on Nvidia. Right? Still down on Tesla because I was buying it pretty high. But 72% on Nvidia after starting to buy at the top of the market. It's just something I wanted to, if it's not a commercial, this is a honest trying to help people focus on their long term. I'm telling you, it's something I would consider. I have Tesla at 110 in my SEP IRA. So, yeah, I'm still very happy with my overall, my Tesla entry point is much lower than 211. But in that portfolio, it's 211, yes. Jay Price wants to be what's up, Jay Price? Thank you, man. 1099. Kasim, thanks for all you do for our community. I appreciate you, Kasim. 1999. I appreciate that, man. All right, let's get started. So, 1 hour chart on the NASDAQ. This is an interesting area, right? This is an interesting area. That's M1 Finance, guys. You can see it down below. I think I have invest in your long term in the description. That is M1 Finance. So obviously today NASDAQ 13,000, right? That's going to be the big level to watch. 13,000. We broke it, right? We broke it to the upside, and this morning we're sort of just pushing above it. So that is not a Roth. It's I have a SEP IRA and I have a personal investment account, so I have both. My SEP IRA is in the background. So 13,000. Do we get a retest, right? Do we get a retest? That's really what I'm looking for. Can we get the retest of 13,000 today? That's the ideal pullback that I'm looking for to be bullish today. I want to see this. I want to see 13K turn into a support level. And then if we see that, I want to look for that upside continuation. To the upside, the rejection levels are sort of thin, right? This little wick rejection from FOMC was up towards that 13,080 level, so I am going to watch that. You guys can see right here that wick on FOMC was up to 13,082. That's going to be something I would watch. We'll see how it sort of reacts there, but I mean, I don't know how strong that is. It's just a wick rejection at 1382. I'll watch that to see if there's anything there. If I go out to the 4-hour chart, right, we got to go back pretty far to really find any major rejection points here. The 1382 is that FOMC wick rejection. And then this level here, I'm going to go back, extend this back. This 13,170 level is a previous high from back here. So if we zoom back, we got to go all the way back to August of last year, to find any levels in the past, right? So we're all the way back to levels from August and July of last year. So 13,170 is this little rejection right here. That's something that I drew across my chart to watch out for. So 13,170, big level to watch there. The next level that I'm keeping an eye out for is this 13,300. This looks like it could be the next area that could reject. That is right here, right? And that's some of these previous highs. So to the upside, right? You got to go really far back to find anything legitimate on the rejection side of things, which is something. Today's sort of that day where you got to watch the price action more than anything. We got to watch the price action. We have to see how these levels react, because in the short term, we're above almost all short-term rejection points. So we're getting back to some levels that are pretty, far dated, and we'll have to see how we react to them. So 13,170, 13,300, and then the 13,000, if I go into the shorter term levels here, once again, here's your 13,300. Here's your 13,170 from back there in August. And then if we zoom in even more, the 13,082 is that short-term wick rejection from FOMC. But besides those levels, right, this is the only one that's anywhere near, in time. This one's back in August. This one's back in July. So how do we react to those? I'm not sure yet, right? I can't tell yet. We'll have to watch and see on the market. But for now, right, the short-term thing that I'm looking for here is a retest of 13,000. That's really what I'm looking for to get more confirmation. I don't want to just long this thing on a breakout, right? I want that retest. Here's an example of, a breakout, but a retest always coming in, right? Yesterday, you didn't have to chase the morning upside. If you chased the morning upside, you probably did decent, but you didn't have to, because look what happened yesterday. We got the breakout of 12,850, and we retested it. The retest almost always comes in, and you guys can see right here, look at how perfect this 12,850 retest was yesterday, right? You guys can see it right there. Perfect 12,850 retest. Previous rejections into support, rejection here, rejection yesterday pre-market, breakout, pullback, hold of 12,850, and that was just awesome. I don't know if I have it in the Discord, but I'm not. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this right here. This is this aged well. This post aged very well. This is in the Discord where I do my intraday commentary, right? I'll post like intraday levels that I think we need to watch. And yesterday, 10:51 a.m., March 29th, NASDAQ major retest over here. Important level to decide the remainder of the day at 12,850. You guys can see it right there. That was literally right here, right? And you can see just a break, a retest. That's the 12,850 level we were talking about. And we just held this retest level yesterday. This is right before it started to work. And yeah, you can see the rest is history. So yeah, that 12,850 was badass. I mean, that's what it's all about, guys. That's, knowing your futures levels, knowing your technical levels, playing off of them, right? Setting trades up off these technical levels on the futures. It's just a cheat code. If you're not, I used to not watch these levels. Let's just put it that way. When I first started trading, I used to not even watch these levels. And this is just, game changing. You have to know these levels. So 12,850 big level. Today, 13,000. That's really the retest that I'd want to see. I'd want to see us pull back here, get back to that 13K, and see if we can set up a long off that level. If we break back under 13,000 here, then, things could get a little bit weak in the short term, right? If we see a little 13,000 breakdown and we start to see us reject that level, we might need to see maybe a little more extended pullback. So I would look for that as well. So 13,000 is really the line in the sand for me today. Keep an eye on that. 1382 FOMC high. And then from there, it gets sort of watch and react at this point. I mean, 13,082 after that, I don't really know what's going to happen up in here. So it's going to be more of a watch and react. Ideally, for me to feel confident, that 13K retest would really be what I want to see. All right, ES. So ES held that 40-40 level almost all day yesterday. It had a little bit of a slip below, but we had that 40-40 level mapped out, and that thing just sort of held right above it. If I go to the hourly chart, we can extend this 40-40 to the left. And you guys know yesterday morning we were talking about watch out for 40-40. Does 40-40 hold? Does it turn into support? This was a previous high here, right, at 40-40. Previous high right here. Previous rejection in the pre-market, right? And you can see, if we go to the 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart, look at sort of what we did all morning on the ES. It was a little bit sloppy in the morning, right? It was a little bit of a push late day. But if I go to the 5-minute chart, you guys can see late day, what did we do? Right? Late day on the ES, we got back above 40-40. We held it here. We pulled back again. We held it around 2 o'clock yesterday. And after maintaining that 40-40, you can see the upside push that came in. So that was really nice. Up to our next supply at 40-60. You can see 40-60 is rejecting in the pre-market. And then here, this morning, you can see we broke above 40-60. So today, what am I looking for? Ideally, I'd love to see that 40-60 retest. That would really make me confident on more upside because you are approaching some pretty interesting areas here on the ES, to say the least. So you have some 40-90 rejection. This is back in January. You have some consolidation around this 40-90 here. You have some 40-90 rejections here in February. You have a 40-82, 40-90 rejection right in this area here. So we are approaching that 40-90, 40-100 level, which is, it's a little bit interesting, right? It's going to be a little tough to read up in here. 40-90, 40-100, a little bit difficult up here. If we delete the 40-90, the main rejection point as of right now looks to be 40-100. These previous lows at 40-100, that looks to be the target as of now. We'll have to see how GDP looks. But that 40-100 definitely looks to be the area that maybe the ES is trying to push into. So I'd watch that 40-100. To be confident on upside, right, I really want to get that retest of 40-60. That's really what I'm looking for. I would love to see this retest here to 40-60. I'd love to see us pull back into these highs, and I'd love to see if we can start to build off that 40-60. I don't want to just chase longs, after a big upside move pre-market. It's typically just not something you want to do. So you can see yesterday, this was the upside pre-market. We really just chopped around. So I don't want to get, stuck or chopped up trying to long here on a big pre-market push. I always want to see that pullback. You guys always want to get some margin on your plays, right? Whether you're right or wrong, right? Whether the ES just rallies out of the gates and you miss the upside, there's nothing wrong with wanting a pullback, wanting some more margin to the upside, wanting to... Daniel, please stop typing in all caps. There's nothing wrong with wanting that pullback, wanting some pullback, and getting some more margin on your plays. So for me personally, I'm just going to sit and watch and wait till I can get a little bit of a pullback here towards that 40-60 today. That would be nice. All right. Dow Jones. Hourly chart. Let's go 4 hour. Yeah, so the Dow, what did the Dow do yesterday? The Dow turned that 32.6 into support like we talked about on the stream. So the 32.6 support, right? You can see right here, previous lows here at 32.6, previous rejections here at 32.6, and you can see we held that 32.6 yesterday. So that 32.6 was very important, right? Nice upside move off the 32.6. The Dow is really just in a channel here. So a little bit difficult, right? A little bit difficult. You're just in that 50% retracement on the channel. So that's sort of a tough spot for me to be trading the Dow, right? Look, this is the retracement on the channel. You can see 33,550, 32,500, right? This little channel here, look at where we're trading. We're right at the 50% retracement level. So going to be tough to really call something on the Dow here, sitting right in the middle of this channel. I would more focus on, what does the ES and NASDAQ do here today? The Russell sitting at channel highs. So this could be interesting on the Russell here, guys. Keep an eye on that. Rejections, rejections, rejections. You're sitting right at channel high on the Russell. So watch that 1800 on the Russell, guys. That's going to be big, obviously. All right. So futures, the most ideal move that you want to see if you are bullish today, right? I said this yesterday in the live stream. I said, if you want to be bullish, you still want to pull back. And this is the exact pullback that you wanted yesterday for the upside, right? This was your bullish retest that you want to be long. You don't have to be long here, right? Wait for that pullback, wait for that retest, get that retest, and then set up a nice long. It's a more comfortable long, right? Because if you're longing here, you're a little bit sweaty, and if you get a pullback, you're probably exiting, right? But here, if you set up that long, you're much more cozy because you know where your stop is, and you can just let that thing grind. So today, right, if you want to be bullish, if you want to look for upside, you want that retest. And maybe it's not down to 13,000. I'm going to also keep an eye on this 12,980 level. This whole zone right here is actually where I'm going to keep an eye out for. So right there, either between 13K and 12,980 previous high right here, that's where I'm going to look for that little buy zone right in this area here. That's my buy zone today. So keeping an eye on that. All right. 4 minutes till the economic data. Let's get into, what do we want to get into here? We'll start going over a few things here. Let's go Apple. So 4 hour on Apple. Just wanted to share with you guys this break and retest. Here is a fantastic example of using the break and retest on a longer term time frame. This right here is a break and retest on the 4 hour chart. This is something you can use for swing trades, right? If you find something like this on the 4 hour, you can set up a swing trade using the 4 hour, right? This is a really nice chart setup. So you can see previous rejections, previous rejections, previous rejections, and once again a rejection, right? Okay, that's it, Daniel. You're very annoying. Rejections, 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 156 on Apple. We broke above it, right? We broke above it. We pulled back, right? And you can see this pullback held very nicely, right? That 156 retest on the 4 hour held very nicely. So that's something I'm definitely going to watch today. If the NASDAQ remains strong, this Apple could be just starting this retest move. Definitely something I'm going to monitor here. The next rejection points, I think, are up at around this 164. Even on the daily chart, right? Look at this daily chart retest. Look at that wick off 156 on the daily chart. Really, really nice. So I would watch that 156. That's a nice retest long entry. I would look for that push into this 164. That would really be the ideal move on Apple. All right. So watch out for that. But a very nice retest on 156. I forgot to do SPY, so let's go ahead and go over SPY real quick. Yesterday, we had a lot of trouble getting above 400. There was like a huge seller stacked up at 400. It was very difficult to get over that level. But we finally got above it. All right, we got above 400, and we got above these previous rejection points, right? Rejections here at 400, rejections here at 400, and rejections yesterday at 400 as well. We finally got above it. This looks to be the area on the SPY that we need to watch out for today. 405 to 407, this whole area up here, that looks to be where the rejections can start to come in if we get more upside. So I'd probably watch that SPY there at this previous high right here. For anywhere between, actually, you know what? It might be even lower than that. Let's grab this low here. Yeah, that low is actually exactly where we're starting to see some resistance. So right here around this 403, 404. Yeah, 403, 404. We'll get back into the SPY. Actually, you know what? Let's just watch the SPY for the data here. Let's just watch the SPY here as the data is released. So data is coming out here in 3 seconds. We'll see how the SPY reacts to this data, and then we'll chart out the SPY here. It's not alcohol. It's espresso. All right, jobless claims, 198 versus 196, pretty much flat. A little bit higher than prior. GDP, 2.6 versus 2.7, pretty much flat as well. Market really has not reacted to this, has it? I mean, I'm on the hourly chart, so I can't really see in the short term, but yeah, really no movement here. Core PCE, 4.4 versus 4.3. Yeah, nothing really. I mean, they're just flat, in my opinion. They're really just flat. I think it's just watch for the market, see how the market perceives it. As of right now, nothing really going anywhere. Little up, little down. All right. So, nothing much. Let's go back to the SPY. So, if we go to the hourly chart here on the SPY, this 404 looks like it could be important here, right? We have these previous lows at 404. So this would be the first level I put on your SPY chart today, guys. This 404 level. You have the previous lows all right here at 404. Previous low, previous low, previous low. That looks like it's going to be the level to watch here. So a little bit of a rejection off 404 right now. It would be great to see a little retest of 400, and then the upside move. That's really what I'd love to see. I don't want to just see this thing go straight up here. I want to get those trade entries, right? Those pullbacks. So would love to see a little retracement of this move. If we see this move, right, this is a pretty big move over the last 2 days. The 38.2 retracement on the fib would be a nice retest, right? That 400 fib, 38.2% retracement. That would be awesome. So that's really what I want. I really want that 400 retest, but we'll see what happens. 404, 400, those are the levels I'd watch here on the SPY. All right. Apple, let's go Tesla bull flag. As you guys know, we were talking about this Tesla bull flag. We were talking about 193.50. You can see this bull flag that's sort of set up here on Tesla. We were talking about this one yesterday. Very nice hold of that 186 retest, this previous triple top into a hold, right? Triple top here into a hold. Very nice break and retest. Bull flag setup. If Tesla stays over 193.50, I am very interested in this play. If we can turn this 193.50 into a support today, I'm definitely going to be looking for upside. So rejections, rejections, rejections. We're up above 193.50 now. If we can see that turn into a support today on any pullback, I'm definitely going to look to see if this holds 193.50, which is also a hold of the previous downtrend, right? That could be a nice confluence right there on Tesla. If we could get both a hold of the previous downtrend, turning this downtrend into a support now, and the 193.50, that would be a really, really nice entry point. Definitely would have some confidence at that 193.50 hold. So definitely going to be, that's probably my top watch today. If we can get a little pullback on the market, if we can get Tesla to sort of flush into the 193.50, I will look to see if buyers step up there. That's definitely a big watch for me today. So keep an eye on that one. AMD, oh shoot, 90, damn, AMD sent it off 96 there. So 96, big push on, okay, we're moving up a little bit. A little bit. AMD, big push off 96 here. This looks good, right? Look at this 96 level. We talked about this level yesterday. I actually traded some downside off 96. This morning, we are back above it. So if we hold above 96, right, I want to look for that push towards that 99. 99 would be the next level to watch here. 99, 99, 99, and 99. So let's see. AMD, watch out for that 99 today. If you get a really strong move, maybe you can get a break and retest of 99. That would be really nice to look out for here in the near future. So I'm going to watch 99 and 96. In between it, I really don't like any setups or entries, but I'd like to see between 96 and 99. I want to see maybe that 99 break and retest for some confirmation. So keeping an eye on that zone right there on AMD. Nvidia. So Nvidia at this point, if you didn't catch Nvidia long yet, you have to wait for the break and hold above at this point, right? You have to wait for the break and hold above 276 at this point, right? So 276, 276, you have to wait for that break and that hold above the previous highs. That's really what I would look for today. So 276 break and hold, that's definitely a big watch for me today. Break of the previous highs, turn them into support. If that happens, right, then I'm looking for that upside continuation. So at this point, the risk reward just doesn't make sense to go long Nvidia yet, right? You'd be longing into this rejection point. You don't want to long into this rejection point. So 276, 275, this area here, going to look to see if we break above, hold it as support. Yeah, you could look for rejections at 99 on AMD Nelson. You can also look for rejections at 276 on Nvidia, right? That's very possible. We just have to see what the price action does at that level, right? We have to see what it looks like. If the market stays strong, then be careful trying to, trade against the trend. All right, if the NASDAQ's moving higher today, you're not going to want to just stab a short here at 275. You have to see the market reject. You have to see some weakness step in. You have to get that market to align with your play, with your idea. If NASDAQ's pushing higher today, if it's a nice strong trend, I would not try to stab shorts here. Right as it hits it, right? You're going to have to see some confirmation. So 275, 276, keep an eye on that. Amazon, 97.50. That was sick. 97.50 was sweet. So you guys can see right here, downtrend right into 97.50 yesterday. We held that 97.50 demand all day, and we eventually got that push to the upside. Now, we were talking about the 99 level, right? We were talking about the 99 level, the previous highs here, the previous highs here, the previous highs here at 99. If we go to the 5-minute chart, look at how awesome this was. I know one of you guys in the Discord, called this one out, said, hey, watch out for this 99 retest, and you were spot on, my friend. So big break over that, pull back to that 99, perfect retest of that level. This was sweet. Really nice consolidation above that 99, and then you can see from that point, just a very nice upside continuation. Perfect retest of the previous rejection points, right? So 99 rejection, 99 rejection, right? And you guys can see break and hold above. Very nice on Amazon. All right, so watching that today, watch 101 here. For upside, we can see on Amazon, we go to the hourly chart. This is what I'd watch today. We're above that 101, right? Rejection at 101, rejection at 101. We're above 101. So I would look to see, does Amazon break above 101, which it is right now? Can we get that retest? If we can turn 101 into support, that would be my next look for a long entry on Amazon, if we can turn 101 into support. All right. Meta. Meta could be nice, and we know Meta's strong, right? We know Meta has some juice behind it. So 208 is really the level I'm watching here on Meta. You guys can see right here, rejections, rejections, rejections. If we can get above 208, right, I'm looking for that break and hold above. 208, break and hold above. That's really my entry point that I'm looking for today. Not going to long it into supply, right? No matter how strong the market looks, it's difficult to go long here into supply on Meta. So I really want to see that break over 208. I want to see 208 turn into support. Again, just a break and retest of the channel would be a very nice potential setup here. So looking for that. Again, you could also look for the rejections if the market does turn over, right? If we get weakness, you could look for that rejection as well. But don't fight the trend. So let's see, 208, that's really what I'm looking for. Can we get a break and retest of that 208? All right. Microsoft. Next one we're looking at. This is sort of what we're already seeing on Amazon and right. So Microsoft looks like Amazon, where it's starting to break the channel high. You can see Amazon's breaking the channel high. Microsoft's breaking the channel high. Meta still below the channel high. Nvidia still below the channel high. AMD still below the channel high. So you have some names that are breaking their channel highs, some that are still below. So you can see these are very similar. There's a lot of similarities here. Microsoft, you can see breaking above channel high. That is the same as Amazon, right? So we have to look for those retests. But if we look at some other names like Nvidia, it's still below that supply. AMD still below the supply. And so is Meta, right? Still below the supply. So a lot of similarities here. The strong ones look to be Microsoft and Amazon at the moment, right? So let's go back to Microsoft. You can see this 282, previous highs here, previous highs here. Look for that retest of 282 today, right? Look for that retest of 282. That's the key to look for. 282 retest, previous highs, break and retest. That's what I'm going to be looking for today, all right? 282 on Microsoft. That would be a nice break and retest. The key today, guys, and the key on every day where we see these big upside moves on the pre-market is please do not chase the upside. Please do not go into the market at market open and start buying calls. If you miss the upside, so be it. If you have long-term shares, which I hope you do, it doesn't matter if you don't trade it because you're still making money, right? I'm making money as we speak in my long-term portfolio. If I miss an upside straight out of the gate, it doesn't matter to me. I'm still making money with my long-term, right? I have it in the background. It's got my back. I want to wait for the best possible trades. And for me, really, to go long today, I really want to see that retest at 13K. That's going to be the best opportunity, in my opinion. A retest of that 13K, a retest of that 4060. It looks like it might not happen today, or it might not happen in the short term because we're definitely pushing here. But that is ideally what you want to see to set up some really strong entry points. All right. So that's that. Let's go to some of the tickers that you guys want to look at today. If you could press the like button for me, guys. There's 1,700 people here. A lot of people in here today. If you guys could help me out, press the like button. That would be awesome. Help me grow the channel. Help me grow the live streams. 1382, I think, is our first little level to watch here. 1382 is something I would be sort of eyeing. This FOMC high will definitely be an influential area today. What's the FOMC high on ES? Okay, we're above that on ES. 4073, 4090 on the ES. And then that SPY 404, right? SPY 404 is what I would be watching. SPY 404. All right, let's go into some tickers. What do we got? Live stream tickers. We got a lot. Okay. We got Lulu, Ulta, KO, Enphase Coin, MU, Baba, and I see someone keeps telling me to look at Intel because they're down bad. I mean, there's nothing I'm going to do to help you with that, but I'll look at it for you. You should never be down bad in a trade. If you're down bad in a trade, you are over leveraging yourself. Please know that. Lulu. Yeah, it's holding this 360 area. This is a pretty, watch this 360 on Lulu. You guys can see right here. Keep an eye on this 360. That's going to be key. If you break that 360, you might get a little bit of downside in the gap. So watch the 360. That's going to be your major level today. Ulta, a little bit of downside yesterday on Ulta. I mean, it just doesn't go down, guys. This stock doesn't go down. So I don't know what this stock is. I don't know what holds it up. I know it's just I know they're doing a lot of share repurchases. They have a big program that they're working on. So I think that's probably helping it stay propped up. But, I mean, you have rejections around this 533 area. You have support around this 510 area. And really, you're just, as of right now, you're just trading in the channel. That's really all you're doing. All right. KO. Yeah, I mean, consolidation, but are you going to trade KO or are you just going to invest in it? If to be quite honest, I would just invest in it long term. 62 channel break. There's no channel at 62. The channel is really up here at 65. 64, 65. That's really the channel. So watch out for that. It's just a channel, and you're right in the middle. So I got nothing. I got nothing to help you with there. No, you don't need Zoom for live trading. No, it's in the Discord. N-phase. Actually, something I was looking at today. N-phase. N-phase is back above 200. It's been holding this demand level on the daily chart for some time now. So here's N-phase on the daily. And you guys can see here, we're just been holding that 180 area, right? You can see that 180 hold on N-phase. You've had this little downtrend on the daily chart for some time now. If you start to break this downtrend, if you start to curl back to the upside off this demand, N-phase could see a little bit of a push here, I think. N-phase could probably trade into this 220 supply. That's probably where I'd watch N-phase into. These previous highs here, I'd probably look for N-phase towards that 220 supply. Coinbase. Yeah, Coinbase is pretty much dead, guys. I mean, what are we looking for here? It's just completely sideways. It's a waste of time. MU. I mean, it's trading right into supply. Not sure I want to be going long MU right into this supply. 66, 65 supply. I mean, pretty major here, right? All these previous lows, previous high, previous high, previous high. You're trading into it again. So, yeah, I'd watch out for this 65, 66 on MU. BABA. Yeah, nice little hold here on BABA at this 85 area, pushing higher this morning. You guys, if you're going to trade BABA, you just have to get ready for some gaps. That's all you can do. If you want to trade BABA, you better prepare yourself for some big gaps in both directions. I have no idea. But if you go to the 4-hour chart, I would probably look for a retest, right? Look for a retest of 95. That's really what you want to see here. Retest of 95 on BABA. I don't know why we're looking at this stock. We always look at, someone always puts this stock in here. The Dow Inc. I would say if it can hold above 53, then look for that next push into 56. If you hold 53, look for a push into 56. All right. That's all I got today, guys. If you could help me out, do me a solid, press that like button. That would be awesome. Wow, we're almost to 1,000 likes. So thanks for that, guys. Thanks for the support on the streams today. You can start to see some rejections coming in here on the NASDAQ around that 13,080. So that's your first watch here. And you can start to see a little bit of resistance stepping in towards that 4090, 4085 area. So 4090, I think, is the first level I'd watch here today. And then 13,080 would be the next level I would watch today. All right. All right, guys. Have a fantastic day. Thank you for being here. Press that like button if you could. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.